Hello and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Luke Teal.
And I'm on Pixler.
Several more dual enrollment classes have been introduced to campus. We go to Ali Pye with more.
This year, Roseville High School has added several new dual enrollment classes, such as dual enrollment U.S. History, dual enrollment College Algebra, and all engineering courses have changed to dual enrollment. Counselor Jason Bradley believes that these new courses were added to offer more variety to students.
I think some of the new dual enrollment classes were offered because there were teachers that had a desire to bring those classes to Roseville High School to benefit students and to give students more options for dual enrollment classes because they are an effective and wonderful way for students to experience college-level coursework at Roseville High School and to be able to earn college credit and expose themselves to the rigor that college courses bring to this environment. Different students are attracted to the different options, and there are pros and cons for each option. So I'm hoping that we give our students options and that they're able to choose between dual enrollment or advanced placement.
Bradley explains how there are different models of dual enrollment to apply to different courses.
So there's two models of dual enrollment. One is where it's kind of asynchronous, where there is a professor that is teaching the class remotely and providing the curriculum and the assignments, and the teacher on record here is kind of overseeing the students and making sure that that their questions are answered and that they're progressing through the curriculum. And then there's the model where our own teachers are instructing the class because they have the qualifications and credentials to be able to do that.
Some students believe that there are many benefits to taking these courses that will help them with their future education.
I chose college algebra because I just feel like I'm able to get a good experience, especially just in college, and be able to have that feel for what college classes are going to be like. I think dual enrollment just gives you that opportunity to get the credit for the class that you're taking rather than having to take the AP class and then having to take the exam as well to get the credit. I think you can just take the class, earn the credit, and then it's much easier, I feel like.
I took the class just so I could save time in college and then save money too, because it's cheaper to take it here than in college. The class is actually really nice. It's all individual work because it's through Sierra College, so we have a separate Sierra College teacher, and it's just all class period. We get an assignment and it's due every Sunday night, and then you have the whole week to just do alone time in class.
Thanks, Ali.
And now we go to Quincy Anderson with sports.
Good morning and welcome to this Tuesday's edition of VOTSN. I'm Quincy Anderson. Starting with football, as expected, the Tigers crushed Oakmont 36-7. The Tigers dominated with their rushing game with 3 of their 5 touchdowns coming from runs. Mason Susanara had a 70% completion rate with 82 passing yards, Graham Dolly having 1 rushing touchdown with 7 carries and 51 rushing yards, and player of the game Colton Wolfe having 2 touchdowns with 12 carries and 93 rushing yards. Our very own Danny Giboneski got a chance to speak with Colton after the game. Take a look.
I'm here with Colton, Cena, Wolf, and you scored 2 of the 5 touchdowns. How are you feeling?
Oh, it feels great, Great line, great game, great calling. Just gotta go out there and do my job for the boys.
All right, and how does this prepare you for next week's game?
We have a big week ahead of us. We really gotta lock in our practice, have a player-led team. Go out there, put our heads in, have a good time.
All right, thank you. Quincy, back to you.
Thanks, Danny. Now heading over to girls volleyball in the Kamehameha tournament in Hawaii, the team played extremely well against the number 8 nationally ranked team in the country, Cornerstone Christian, and placed 3rd overall in the bronze division. Now we go to the game schedule for this week. Today, girls golf hosts Placer, girls tennis have a match at Oak Ridge, and girls water polo hosts Yuba City. Tomorrow, water polo have an away game at Whitney, girls tennis have a match at Rockland, and game action on Thursday includes both boys and girls water polo hosting Christian Brothers, girls volleyball having an away game at Pleasant Grove, and girls golf meeting River Valley in Marysville. That's all on your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Quincy. Wild Robot's coming up in 3 weeks, and it looks pretty good so far. It's not exactly a novel idea. Technology versus nature and overcoming your programming are all stories that have been done before. But you don't have to be novel to be great. Just from the trailers, I'm pretty interested. It shows a robot getting Madagascar to an unknown island and having to adapt to the wild, while also raising this baby goose. It looks like it'll be plenty sweet, plenty heartwarming, and plenty of fun. In gaming news, Indiana Jones is coming to Xbox on December 9th, just in time for Christmas. The game looks interesting. You'll have mystery, puzzles, adventures, and cunning villains, as well as Indy's classic whip and revolver. But on the other hand, it's $70 for the pre-order, and $100 if you buy the premium edition. It's also being produced by Bethesda, which doesn't exactly have the best track record with bugs. Now, I'm all for Indiana Jones, and I think he's the perfect model for a video game adventure, but it's not worth a whole Benjamin out of my pockets. I'm Joseph Dillon, and now we go back to news.
Thanks, Joseph.
A new club has formed on campus with the goal of helping the environment. We go to PJ Zamora with more.
Mr. Underwood took responsibility for the greenhouse and created the Think Green Club in hopes of getting students more involved in the maintaining of the greenhouse, as well as getting the students interested in gardening and sustainable farming.
Mr. Addington, who retired last year, he's always been the caretaker for the greenhouse, and we have these endangered, corpse flowers that kind of put our school on the map, and I just felt like it was something that we needed to carry on. We needed to take care of this greenhouse.
The club plans to expand into the community and possibly get some flowers into the state fair.
So number one, cleaning up, maintaining the greenhouse. If we get an opportunity to actually try blooming a corpse flower, which, as you guys know, only happens every 8 to 10 years, that would be really exciting. Really just spreading the message about this as an interesting thing, right? Growing plants and botany and all those things, but then at the same time really like getting out into our community and showing everybody what Roseville students are all about.
Fiona Nguyen, a officer of the club, is very excited for the future of the club and what it could bring to the school.
It began with our club advisor, Mr. Underwood. He got the greenhouse from Mr. Addington, and he just asked us if we were interested in running the greenhouse and maybe starting a club around it. And me and my friends, we were all super ecstatic for it.
The club has only had about 2 meetings with officers and has spent a lot of time cleaning out the greenhouse and preparing for Club Rush.
I think taking care of the greenhouse is the number one thing I'm most excited for, but I'm also really excited to get people interested in joining and then, talking about native and sustainable farming for everyone. And it's been quite exciting.
Thanks, PJ.
And that's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at eyethetigernews.com. See you next time.